out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayed, looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the run, it's Ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He fires one deep over the middle. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
after the filthy move. He's got room. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peoples. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Fires on the run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
That's caught. It's Taylor. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was 40.
And down he goes back at the 3.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Scanning the field, it's Sayet. Wide open downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The give to the tailback. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Buckeyes will move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Sayet. Unleashes to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 9 over Kentucky. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The sure hands, it's Tracy.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is on its way. And the returner is stopped. To the air, it's Sayin. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle, it's Peoples. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got an open man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up.
He lost one down the sideline. Snags it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. Trying to surge it in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll pull it on the read. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes the grab on the shot. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Buckeyes. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And you're seeing the aggressiveness by the offensive coordinator on the first play of the second half. They take a shot and score a touchdown. You know they talked about this all halftime. They were just waiting for this opportunity. They knew coming out they were going to get the look they got defensively and take advantage of it, and it comes up big with a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes a connection. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, when you got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Wide out trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Snaps it in the shotgun. Quarterback now breaking the field. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Under fire. All alone, he's got it. Got room at the 35. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Using the quick game. There he goes. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Looking for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Defense in press coverage. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Lets it fly. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal. You got to turn around. Give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And the extra point is good. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And the Buckeyes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the ground, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Just keeps swinging it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quickly complete. The big tight end was fighting for every inch, but he will be stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go to the air. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fitted in the window for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The give as they work on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Sayin. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, here we are late in the game, and this secondary, they are still covering. They forced the QB to hold on to it, and then he bailed out, trying to buy himself more time. And because he couldn't get rid of the football so quickly early, that allowed the pass rush to get to him.
Gets it to him on the screen. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of